Johnny's got a headache.
I'm a thought leader. I was leading you guys to all turn your sound up then, wondering why you couldn't hear us.
Oh,
Yeah.
very clever.
Yeah.
We weren't saying anything.
Or to skip past all the talking that we do to get to the reaction. Hey!
Good morning, party people. Welcome to the Breakdown. I'm Nath. This is Johnny. Today we're checking out the brand new track from Health, Thought Leader, as Johnny said.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Health, yeah. I thought you were going to say, we're checking out Health. And I'd be like, well, I'm a little bit overweight and you're a little bit sick. So,
Together.
Shit.
Which, yeah, this is off the upcoming album Conflict DLC, which comes out very soon. When is that? Doesn't say here.
Doesn't say.
Have to
Anyway.
look that up.
It's a surprise.
The last track we checked out from Health, Vibe Cop?
Vibe Cop. Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
It was such a, yeah, I'm such a fan of this band. They're doing a sound that is pretty unique to them in today's day and age in this space. They've got influences from a lot of different bands, but they have found their own like little lane, which is rad. If you haven't seen them before, you should try and see them if you can.
They've definitely lent into the heavier, more guitar-driven side of the band with these new tracks. I get like a huge like sort of 90s industrial callback vibes to bands like Ministry and Rob Zombie and stuff like that. 9 Inch Nails, obviously.
Even
so
a bit
really, really cool.
Rammstein-y at times. Obviously not German, which I think is the most association, but like musically, I feel like in the heavy moments, I get a little bit of a Rammstein. I just want to say the word Rammstein over and over. That's a
you have
fun
to say
word.
it like that as well.
You can't not stay Rammstein.
You cannot stay Rammstein.
I can't stay them. I keep changing all the time.
Anyway, if you're a band and you want us to review your music
remember the
video,
movie Triple X?
Yes, I do.
That's a sick movie.
Wait, who was in the first one?
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. And the second one was Ice Cube.
I don't think I knew there was a second one.
The Return of Xander Cage, wasn't there?
But then he didn't return?
No.
You can't say the return
Terrible
of the dude that's not in it.
casting. Yeah.
But the first one, the soundtrack was sick.
Yes. Dude, those 90s action movies had... I think we asked this on another video, what the best soundtracks were. A lot of people were saying, like, Judgment Night was really good.
I haven't seen that one.
And horror movies...
Reminder, watch Triple X. The movie.
I have your missus opened your phone. Got something you want to tell me?
I wrote the movie at the end of it, so I didn't get confused.
Like I was saying, if you are a band and you want us to react to a music video or song of yours, please hit the email in the description. Make sure you go and watch the Health video via the official link in our description as
Johnny
well.
will put the correct link now. He's been trying, something been glitching apparently.
Yeah, it's really fucking annoying me. But please, if it is the wrong one, let me know. I'll get straight on to it.
I said to Johnny, for those who don't know, our links have been messing up recently. And I said to him how cool it is that we've had multiple messages. Could you clearly go and like check the link to the official videos?
Yeah, that is a sick thing.
And I like that. So, well done.
Love you.
He's got a hole in his back.
Bit of a different vibe. This reminds me of the Smashing Pumpkins, because he's got a little bit of a Billy Corgan to his voice. It reminds me of the Smashing Pumpkins album. What was the one that they did that they didn't have a drummer for? They did it on a drum machine. Adore.
Adore.
Yeah. It reminds me of that sort of thing.
Yep.
Like, obviously still a little bit more lo-fi and industrial.
Yeah, I can hear the Corgan though.
Similar vibe.
Yeah. I wish I said holy moly.
visuals are really cool. Got me. TV picture? Music video is wild. You will love each other.
I wonder if that's an actual phone number.
That's that music video was like really, really cool, but kind of hard to digest because everything was so like sporadic and flashy, and yeah, it was really cool. It definitely matched the vibe of the song though. It matched the feel.
I liked the use of the lyrics popping up in interesting different ways throughout it.
Yeah, if you're doing a lyric video, take note. Look, obviously it's a learning curve when you're creating music, videos, lyric videos. Just try and keep it as interesting as possible. Different locations, different fonts, different ways that the lyrics come up on the screen and stuff. So if you're going to do one, just play with whatever you're using, Adobe, CapCut, whatever it is. Just play around with it a bit before you drop it. It's actually easier than you think to mess with text and make it look cool.
I find text the most time-consuming, frustrating part of doing videos.
Yeah, for sure, because there's so much of it, but it is the easiest thing to work on.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, it's just time-consuming.
Yeah, it is time-consuming. It reminded me, just the lyrics there is like, lay in the dark, stare at your screen. Reminded me of a thing, and then you said about the visualizer being really interesting, cool. I was listening to someone talk about the way that production companies, like your big movie production companies, TV production companies, are directing things now, and they've got a new term that's you've got to make them second screens. And they're saying that a lot of TV shows are being dumbed down so they can be watched as a second screen. Because so many people are watching things while watching their phone.
Yeah.
That you need to be able to see and follow along without fully paying attention.
For sure.
I hate that.
Me too, man. Like, and I'm guilty of it every now and then, but like, if I'm going to sit down and watch a show or a movie, I really want to like, just try and immerse myself in it. The other thing is I'm trying to be conscious of, like, if we're having family time or we're watching a movie or something, it's like, righto, like, and I got to tell my son, he's 13 now, he's a teenager with friends and a phone and stuff. It's like, the phone is on the table in front of us.
Yeah.
If somebody texts you or whatever, that's fine if it's a friend, but we're not going to be doom scrolling on our phones while we're spending time watching a movie together.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, it's hard, man. Like, and everyone's just so addicted to their phones and stuff, and even not through just addiction of doom scrolling. Life is so easy now that we can do so much from our phones. Like, your entire job is from the internet. You could do your entire job for the most part from your phone.
That is incorrect, my friend.
No,
I know that because this morning I was sitting there for 4.5 hours being like, man, I could be getting a lot of work done right now, and I couldn't do more than what the emails on my phone.
No, but my point being, if you had it set up, you can do video editing, you can do photo editing, you can do designs, you can do your social media stuff, reply to comments, you can do the business side of things.
Yeah.
You could then do your banking, you could order your groceries, you could go on Amazon and get yourself something to wear. my point being that you can literally do everything now. So it's so crazy to me that they've made this a thing, but they're trying to tell people, but you should keep off your phones. But also, did you know you can do this? Make life, simplify your life.
I mean, it has simplified it. I had this conversation with my mum this morning because she was saying about I was looking at ingredients for something, and she was like, how do you find that out?" And I was like, "It's just like on the internet. You just like search for it.
Yeah.
Use AI to search for that thing, and rather than me trying to figure out an ingredient, you ask that to do it, and it will use robotic power to find that thing for you straight away.
100%.
It's made things easier, but just because it's easier doesn't mean everyone's going to utilize it for the right thing.
For sure. Yeah. Look, I mean, it's kind of like a double-edged sword as well, because you've got so many content creators, like look at musicians, comedians especially, like utilizing things like Reels, TikTok, Instagram, all that sort of stuff, that are getting so much content out there in short form to get people interested in them. But the byproduct of that is people just continuously scrolling through the videos that they're putting up.
Yeah.
It's a fucking weird one. It's a weird world. I will be very, very interested to see how we navigate this in the years to come, especially with AI. Like now you can talk to your phone and ask it anything and it can find you the answer to something. It can create something for you.
But they're not always accurate answers. That's the thing that I think is interesting that we're still working out. Is it's still searching the internet for those things. So it's not just giving you the correct answer straight away.
No, because
we looked at that the other day. There was something that was like, "Here's a fact about this band." I was like, "That's not correct."
That's not right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear? By the way, that song was cool. I liked it. I liked that it was a bit of a different vibe and it was a little bit less of the intense industrial sound.
Yeah, I think that's
moody.
a good secondary. It gives you a bit of a dynamic shift in an album form. It's not as intense. I think that song for me, after a while, I got a bit like, okay, it wasn't a super long song, 3.5 minutes, but I was like, I couldn't do this song too much longer without a shift.
For sure, yeah. It wasn't the most dynamic. But, I mean, neither was the last one. I just think it was a little bit more intense.
The last one had some dynamics, had that
Yeah,
big heavy
for sure.
bit. Yeah.
Back to the AI thing, I heard today that there is apparently now some laws being put in place, or they're looking at laws to be put in place, where if you were to put into AI, create me a song that sounds like health and fucking, I don't know, Bob Dylan as the references.
Go
Most
on.
obscure thing
I'm
I've ever got.
listening.
The fact that, like, you will now, if you have used them as a reference point, they are entitled potentially to anything you might make of that.
Revenue.
Yeah.
Smart.
So it's trying to discourage people from essentially using AI to rip off their favorite artists to make money out of. And you will need to, something along the lines of, they're looking at a way that means you'll need to actually ask for the rights to use their name or their song, which I think is a if that's, correct me if I'm wrong, like it was only a quick conversation, but it's a step in the right direction of protecting the integrity of like artistic expression, like real music and real people doing things.
I like that. You just reminded me then when you said about the kind of like royalty revenue side of things. There was a girl that a lady.
Pays money by our shit.
There was a lady, an artist that owed 50 Cent money for something, and she wrote a song called like "I Ain't Got It" or something like that as like a diss track towards him, as like a "I don't have the money" like thing, and he, as his comeback, he instantly went and trademarked the term "I ain't got it" and bought the domain name and stuff. So any royalty she made went to him.
Oh,
Is that not the pettiest but also funniest? Like, he didn't write anything publicly. He didn't come back at her.
he just did
He
it.
just trademarked the thing, and so therefore he got the intellectual property for that.
50, you got enough money, dude.
He does now. He filed bankruptcy in like 2015.
Really?
Yeah, he's had a massive comeback. I listened to a podcast that was talking about him recently. Yeah, he's made a huge comeback from that.
Another fun copyright story I heard today. So I know you haven't seen the movie, but in the first Terrifying movie, there was a girl that was offered, because it was like obviously done like in-house, you know what I mean? Like it was a very cheaply made movie. A girl was offered like $100 for her part in the movie or whatever, and then signed that away and then told she would get like 1% of like all royalties, the money that the movie made. And obviously they didn't realize that the movie was going to make so much money, and she hadn't been paid like her 1%, but her 1% was still fucking heaps.
She hadn't or has been
They
paid
did.
now?
They didn't. Oh, I think she has now, but yeah, like she had to go after them for the 1%.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's what Alec Guinness did with Star Wars. When he signed on as Obi-Wan Kenobi, they like fought to get him in it because he was like a famous actor.
Yeah.
And he hated the script so much, but he saw its potential. So rather than getting a big upfront, he put a percentage of all Star Wars. He's worth like his estate is worth
Of all, not just the movies.
all Star Wars.
Oh my god, that dude would be rolling.
He made
Oh my god.
fucking, it's worth looking that up.
Jesus. Hey, while Nathan's looking that up, let us know what you thought in the comments of this one. Is health something that you can get into? It is a little bit different, especially production-wise. It's very, very different to a lot of the stuff that's out there and the stuff that we generally feature. It's very fuzzy, very lo-fi, but really, really cool. I think it's cool that there's something so different that's making a big name for itself in the heavy music scene. So be interested to know what you guys think. And if you haven't checked the last one out, check that out as well. It's very different.
His lifetime earnings from Star Wars related revenues were estimated to be around 95 to 100 million by the time of his death.
Jesus.
And he was old when that came out. Like, so he
Yeah.
retired before it's. I don't even know if he was still alive when Disney took over because they bought it for $1 billion or something.
Yeah.
Insane. That's like forward thinking of like, clearly he didn't need the money for it. It was just like, well, here's a long term thing you could do. Very clever.
Very, very clever.
Anyway, that's a bit of a ramble. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.